I never used to believe in omens. My Catholic faith existed in name only. But somehow, Mrs. Graham's words echoed in my mind like a prophecy. War taught me one thing: cherish the present, because tomorrow may never come. Yet I didn't know. Sometimes yesterday is what determines everything. What if you touch a stone and wake up 200 years in the past? If you love someone that history insists died long ago? And if to save your family, you are forced to choose between 2 centuries, 2 places that are both home? Outlander is not simply a love story. It's a time-traveling epic spanning more than 4 decades of television history. 91 episodes, 7 seasons, set against the backdrop of real wars that shaped the Western world: the Jacobite Rising of 1745, the Battle of Culloden, and the American Revolution. The show caused a 67% surge in Scottish tourism. It turned an actress who sent in a phone audition video into a 4-time Golden Globe nominee. And it all started with a woman, an ancient stone circle, and an impossible choice. This is the complete story of Outlander. The origin of a legend. The series is adapted from Diana Gabaldon's best-selling novels, by Ronald D. Moore, the father of the Battlestar Galactica reboot, for Starz. After his wife gave him the first book, Moore read it and immediately saw a television epic. Sam Heughan was cast as Jamie Fraser in just 4 days. Initially, his audition photos made even the author skeptical. But just 5 seconds after watching his audition tape, she exclaimed, "That's Jamie." Finding Claire took 4 months. Katrina Balfe, a former model with no significant television experience, sent in a phone audition tape. But when she read the script with Heughan, sparks flew instantly. The producers said they saw a connection that could last a decade. And they were right. The stones of Craig N.A. Dunn, the gateway through time, are actually made of foam. Castle Leach is Doune Castle, which also appeared in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. The entire series was filmed almost entirely in Scotland, even the France and North Carolina scenes. Heughan's naturally blonde hair had to be dyed red for 90 minutes every filming day. The fake whipping scars took 2 hours to apply. Costumes were aged with cheese graters and blowtorches. And the kilts, completely authentic. Season 1: When the Past Swallows the Present. In 1945, World War II has just ended. Claire Randall, a British Army nurse, travels to Scotland with her husband Frank on a second honeymoon. They want to reconnect after years of separation due to the war. One morning, Claire touches the central stone at Craig N.A. Dunn, and wakes up in 1743. The first person she meets is Captain Jonathan Black Jack Randall, cruel, perverse, and Frank's ancestor. She is rescued by a group of Highlanders, including Jamie Fraser, a red-haired young man with a dislocated shoulder that she immediately treats. At Castle Leach, Claire is suspected of being an English spy. She becomes the Mackenzie clan's healer while trying to find her way back to the stones. Scotland is simmering with Jacobite rebellion. Claire is gradually drawn into politics, into conspiracies, and finally, into marriage with Jamie to avoid Randall's control. That arranged marriage becomes a fateful love affair. The season closes in the darkness of Wentworth Prison, where Jamie is brutally tortured. Claire rescues him, cares for him on the verge of despair, and reveals the truth. She comes from the future and knows the rebellion will end in massacre at Culloden in 1746. Jamie believes her. They decide to go to France to change history. Claire is pregnant. Season 2: Tragedy and Fate. In Paris, they try to prevent Prince Charles Stuart from raising funds for the rebellion. But history is not easily bent. Their first daughter, Faith, is stillborn, one of the series' most painful losses. The rebellion continues. Jamie fights at Prestonpans, but before Culloden, he forces Claire to return to the future, pregnant again, to live. In 1968, Claire and her daughter Brianna discover Jamie survived. she decides to go back. Season 3, 20 years and a reunion. 20 years of separation. Jamie survives Culloden but suffers imprisonment, exile, and concealed identity. Claire becomes a surgeon in Boston, living in a loveless marriage with Frank. In 1766, Claire walks into a print shop in Edinburgh. Jamie sees her, and faints. That reunion is one of television's most romantic moments. But the turmoil never stops. Jamaica, conspiracy, storms, and finally, they drift to the American colonies. Seasons 4 to 7. America, War, and Family. In North Carolina, they build Fraser's Ridge. But the American Revolution is approaching. Jamie fights alongside George Washington. His secret son, William, stands on the other side of the battle lines. Brianna and Roger travel through time, facing loss, misunderstanding, and sacrifice. The great house is burned down as prophesied. But Jamie and Claire survive. Their love is tested by war, guilt, secrets, and even near-death experiences. Claire was once shot on the Monmouth battlefield. When she woke up after surgery, she said, "I have decided, I will not die." The final twist. A little girl named Fanny gives Claire a pendant engraved with the name Faith, the child believed to have died in 1744. The song Fanny sings is the same lullaby Claire used to sing to her baby. Did Faith actually survive? Does the past still hold secrets yet to be revealed? The family is preparing to reunite at Fraser's Ridge, ushering in the final season. From a love affair between a 1940s nurse and an 18th-century Highland warrior, Outlander has become a multi-generational epic about family, memory, and destiny. Bear McCreary's music turned Sky Boat Song into the soul of the show. The fan community calls themselves Sassenach and created the word Droughtlander for the waiting periods between seasons. And the core question remains: if you could live in any era, who would you choose to live for?